So I had a guy ask me, biologically born male, asked me today on a forum about TRT, and I was explaining to him the processes that he would need to take because he's seen some of my stuff on HRT, and raising testosterone is raising testosterone, especially for men that are biologically born that are over the age of 30, because testosterone exists for reproduction. Like it exists at its highest point. So whenever, it's kind of like if you think of a mammal, because we're mammals. So if you think of like a male lion is born with very little to no testosterone. As he grows, when he hits puberty, boom, he gets that injection, and that's when it's time for him to start trying to reproduce. That's also the time that the older guys start to kick him out of the group because he's very fertile. He can now make his own tribe. Same thing for us as mammals. Now, a lot of guys ask me, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a lot of you have asked me about, and I'm going to do a video on YouTube this week about this, the difference between biologically born men and trans men, as far as other than the obvious differences beyond basic biology. When it comes to, you've been in your transition for years, like myself, or, a little bit less than me, but past 7 years, let's say, because 7 years usually is a good, depending on if you're living your life the right way, 7 years is a good gauge on where, you can look at yourself and say, okay, I've hit puberty, and, I am now at a point where my levels are high enough so where my blood work looks good and my lifestyle can now feed HRT. Same thing I explained to him about TRT, because he was asking about dosage. Dosage is dosage. What matters is lifestyle. Now, where we differ is biologically born men, just like that lion, they get that injection. You don't get one. So you're starting way back there at the starting line, which is why you have to make sure pre-transition you're not holding a lot of extra fat, because just like with biological men that are overweight, their estrogen levels are high. Imagine how yours are. And your body exists with the purpose of using yours. A biological man, his body goes haywire, kind of like yours does with T if you're not doing things the right way. When a bio dude isn't doing things the right way, his estrogen goes up and his mentals go whack just like yours. It's in reverse. Now, where you have an advantage is as they age, even with TRT, their estrogen level will continue to climb. As you age, it won't. That's called menopause. Menopause is that injection of testosterone that you will get because your purpose biologically of reproducing has gone. Now, for binary men who don't desire to reproduce because that's dysphoric, you can speed up that process. HRT can throw you into premenopause anyway. Some of you are already there and you don't know it, and that's why mentally you go a little stupid because you're still holding all that fat, you're not changing your lifestyle, and now you've added something to the mix. Moral of the story, you start behind the starting line. You're at the gate, the entry gate. The race is in the fucking arena. What you can do to put yourself ahead of the pack after everyone else is lapping and they've gotten, weak, your kick comes in later. You control this with lifestyle, nutrition, education, supplementation, even your mental health meds. Some antidepressants are working completely against your HRT. That's coming. I know from experience. 70%, your parasympathetic nervous system and your immune system lives here. Your gut communicates with your brain 10 times more than your heart. That means your gut rules it all. That means your food is your blood. That means your blood is your uptake. That means your uptake is a transition that is happy, healthy, and fucking flexing on them. Patreon, February 1st, educate yourself. That's what this is about. This is about learning more about your body to make sure that you have a safe and healthy and happy transition as a transmasc binary man. Kill the noise. Who cares about all of that? because what we're on is a journey of health and happiness. So your children will benefit, your family will benefit, your work life will benefit. You wake up and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm happy to wake up. There were times where shit, I did not want to wake up, but it was hard as fuck to wake up. I had to take a deep breath and say, all right, let's go do this shit again. It took work to get to a point to wake up and say, another day to be me. And you're going to have people that don't like that you feel that way. That's on them. Let them do their work. I used to worry about that shit too. And those same people, what no motherfucking where to be found when I need them. So all that we're in this together shit, cut it. Plenty has happened, and I could make video after that about it to trans men that hasn't been reported. That has been reported but hasn't been glorified, in the news. Because obviously my words get misconstrued too. But yes, that is it. That's your difference. Biology. The closer you come to your biological makeup, when you embrace it and stop looking at it as a negative, you will learn how to be the man that you are meant to be. This is true for any man. The reason why men don't complain about it a lot is because biological men, you grow up, well, not anymore, but back in the day, having a body was a symbol of I remember because I've lifted weights since I was like 12. My dad had a fucking weight set for that ass. My mom had weights. I used to sneak and lift her weights. That's why I say values are important. You see, I always bring up my childhood. Those are my values. See, my values have fed into me being this man. My values feed into my routine. My values, like right now, I'm going to run out and grab something that I need as far as a supplement to go in my pre-workout because I do not leucine. It's an extra amino acid that boosts testosterone. That will be on Patreon. All right, guys. Y'all already know I love y'all. I ain't even got to say it. And for those of you that I don't love, fuck you. Yep, Leo, asshole, bruh. And such a loving man all at the same time. Like my heart, bruh, if you know me, if you're my people, I ride to the end. To the end. If you're not my people, what's the point? Then I'd be fake. Remember that.